Are you ready to experience the thrilling roller coaster of emotions that can only be found in the heart of the courtroom? Welcome to the Court Cam's most dramatic moments in court's history, Ricky Hand. In Springfield, Ohio, a small courtroom in Clark County witnessed a historic scene involving Ricky Hand, a notorious local resident known for his involvement in armed robberies. Hand faced a staggering 30 charges including breaking and entering, safe-cracking, aggravated robbery, abduction, and attempted safe-cracking in Clark County. Hand had a reputation for dramatic actions and spiced up his crime spree by using a gun in 11 out of the 13 businesses he targeted, including drive-thrus, bars, nail salons, and fast food joints. However, during one of his attempted robberies, a brave clerk fought back and managed to shoot Hand, catching him off guard. Interestingly, Hand had a history of making poor choices. He had been released from prison for a 2011 robbery less than 6 months before embarking on this crime spree. It seemed he couldn't resist the allure and adrenaline rush of engaging in illicit activities. Ultimately, Hand had to face the consequences of his actions. Hand pleaded guilty to a series of armed robberies, hoping for a reduced sentence and a chance to address his drug addiction. However, he faced a 40-year prison sentence for only 7 of the alleged 30 robberies.
Did you just give me 40 years, sir?
Yes.
You just gave me 40 years. Well, guess what?
Sir, don't say something.
Frustrated and desperate, Hand decided to make a memorable statement in court. He had prepared bottles filled with his own feces and urine hidden beneath his clothing. As he approached the judge, he unleashed chaos by hurling the repugnant substances at his defense attorney and 4 deputies, causing shock and disgust in the courtroom. The scene turned the once orderly courtroom into a battleground of bodily fluids. Bass Webb. In a dramatic courtroom saga, Bass Webb found himself facing the consequences of his actions. A jury in the Fayette Circuit Court delivered a guilty verdict for a first-degree chronic felony offense and third-degree assault. The jury initially recommended a 5-year sentence for the assault conviction, but things took a turn when it was revealed that Webb had a prior persistent offender conviction. The sentence was swiftly increased to a staggering 15 years. But the courtroom drama didn't stop there. During his arraignment on 2 counts of attempted murder in Paris, reports emerged that Webb did the unthinkable. He spat on the judge. According to the judge's clerk, the audacious act left everyone in shock. As if that wasn't enough, it was later revealed that Webb also spat in the face of Vanessa Dixon, a district judge well known in several counties including Bourbon, Scott, and Woodford. The reasons behind Webb's vile actions became clearer when details of his case emerged. The 30-year-old man had appeared in court to face charges of attempting to run over a deputy and a pretrial officer outside the Bourbon County Jail. His contempt for authority seemed boundless. However, due to her personal connection with the case and familiarity with the involved counties, Judge Dixon recused herself. This decision further fueled Webb's anger as he didn't take kindly to her telling him she was done with him. Daryl Brooks. Get ready for the shocking tale of Daryl Brooks, the man accused of causing mayhem during the 2021 Waukesha Christmas Parade. This guy has a laundry list of crimes filed against him, a whopping 76 to be exact. Among his charges are 6 counts of first-degree intentional homicide for allegedly purposefully plowing his SUV through innocent spectators. But Brooks didn't stop there. When it came time for his day in court, he showed everyone exactly how not to behave. A stare down between Brooks and the judge in a tension-filled moment sent shivers down everyone's spine. But that wasn't enough for him. He decided to take it to the next level. With a thunderous crash, Brooks slammed his fist on the table, fixing a menacing glare on the judge.
As the dwelling from 2006.
All right, I need to take a break. This man right now is having a stare down with me. It's very disrespectful. He pounded his fist. Frankly, it makes me scared.
Can you believe the audacity? It's no wonder the judge was immediately taken aback and, dare I say, frightened. But that's not the end of the courtroom drama. Throughout the trial, Brooks has been causing chaos with his constant interruptions and outbursts, all in an attempt to stall, delay, disrupt, and intimidate, as the prosecution puts it. And get this, he's actually acting as his own attorney. Melissa Hardwick. In a shocking turn of events in a Kentucky courtroom, Melissa Hardwick, a domestic abuse suspect, expressed her outrage over the judge's decision by launching a physical attack. The intense courtroom video captured the moment when Hardwick engaged in a heated confrontation with Judge Jennifer Upchurch Edwards, which ultimately led to a contempt of court punishment of 10 days in jail. Clearly upset and visibly agitated, Hardwick made a sudden rush toward Judge Edwards.
Go now.
This situation arose because Hardwick's ex-husband had taken her to trial for disobeying a previous court order. Undeterred by the judge's warning of potential contempt charges, Hardwick defiantly continued her tirade, disregarding the consequences. In response to her contemptuous behavior, Judge Edwards swiftly handed down a 10-day jail sentence to Hardwick. However, it was the judge's seemingly casual remark, "She can go now," that pushed Hardwick over the edge. In a fit of rage, she leaped over the bench, attempting to choke the composed Judge Edwards, who maintained an astonishingly stoic expression throughout the entire dramatic ordeal. Fortunately, 3 security personnel intervened, managing to subdue Hardwick. Although Hardwick suffered some scratches to her face during the encounter, Judge Edwards emerged unharmed. Adam Dodson, one of the court security officers involved in restraining Hardwick, revealed that he had only witnessed such an incident during training, emphasizing the rarity and severity of the situation. As a result of her violent outburst, Hardwick now faces multiple charges, including intimidating a witness in a legal proceeding, third-degree terroristic threatening, and resisting arrest. Her bond has been set at $25,000, reflecting the seriousness of her actions. Jalil Hoskins. This is Jalil Hoskins, a man who committed a chilling crime by murdering a mother of 5 and callously discarding her body in the garbage. The shocking details of this case unfolded on December 11th, when Hoskins, faced with overwhelming evidence, agreed to a plea agreement, finally admitting his guilt for the heinous act of second-degree murder. In a surprising turn of events, Hoskins took a moment to express remorse to the victim's devastated family before the judge passed down the sentence. He claimed that the murder was nothing more than a tragic accident, attempting to cast doubt on his own culpability. But Judge James R. Redford, armed with a keen sense of justice, saw through the charade. With a scathing remark, he highlighted the despicable actions of the killer, emphasizing how Hoskins had treated the victim's life as mere refuse by callously disposing of her body in the garbage, destined for incineration. Judge Redford, in an effort to ensure that justice prevailed, delivered a weighty sentence, a minimum of 50 years behind bars for the 26-year-old Hoskins. However, the courtroom drama didn't end there. Overwhelmed by the reality of his fate, Hoskins unleashed his pent-up anger, losing control of his temper in a spectacular display of rage. Seizing a nearby table, he hurled it at the judge, a shocking act of defiance that left everyone in the room stunned and fearful for their safety. Not stopping there, he brazenly shouted at the victim's grieving relatives, further exacerbating the already tense atmosphere. Thankfully, court deputies promptly intervened, escorting the volatile offender out of the room and ensuring the safety of all present. This unexpected outburst has left everyone shaken and appalled, as even judges who are accustomed to the harshest aspects of human behavior are not immune to the distress caused by being physically assaulted in their own courtroom. Spencer Boston, a 20-year-old with a rebellious streak and an unshakable belief that his marijuana consumption was nobody's business but his own. When fate placed him before a judge to face the consequences of his pot-infused lifestyle, Boston seized the moment to defend his conviction in the most unforgettable way possible. With an audacity that left everyone dumbfounded, Boston whipped out a joint and lit it up right there in the courtroom. Can you imagine the sheer madness? The bailiff was caught off guard, clueless about what was unfolding until Boston was already soaring to new heights. No speeches, no fancy words. Boston simply let his actions speak louder than any defense attorney ever could. By puffing away on that joint, he made it abundantly clear that he believed consuming marijuana was his personal prerogative. Of course, chaos ensued. Sheriff Robert Ryan couldn't believe his eyes. It was easily one of the wildest things he had ever witnessed, and as a result of Boston's bold move, The repercussions came crashing down on him like a giant bong hit. Not only was Boston slapped with a second charge of simple possession, but he was also found in contempt of court. Those added offenses earned him a solid 10-day jail sentence. Looks like his courtroom activism didn't quite go as planned. Spencer Boston may have sparked up the courtroom, but he ended up in a hot seat of his own making. One thing's for sure, his blazing protest won't soon be forgotten. And that's all for now, guys. If you found this video intriguing and want to stay informed about similar compelling stories and legal news, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to never miss an update. Also, feel free to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts on this incident. Stay tuned for more captivating content, and thank you for your support.